So after last week's video and the progress there, here is what it looks like now. Well, that was in July 2023. I'm talking to you now from July 2024, so exactly 1 year later. Almost to the day, actually. And I can't believe the progress we have made. Things are still very messy, and there are piles everywhere of all the stuff that we are cutting, but I'm becoming a lot more comfortable with all the clearing and cutting because I'm also seeing a huge difference in the amount of insects and bird life. Removing all the overgrown plants has made a huge difference in the biodiversity. A lot of wildflower seeds have been able to sprout. That has attracted a lot more insects, which is very good because as far as this year is going, it's not doing a lot of favor to the animal kingdom. Too much rain and very cool. But last year, when this is the year that you are watching this video, the weather was very nice. It was very normal. And so there was a lot of butterflies and bees, so I thought that pretty much, there was an ideal balance in the garden, but in fact, there was not. Because as soon as the brambles finished flowering, all the insects left. There was no more room for anything else. It was just brambles and ivy. The grasses were very nice. These are very important for butterflies and moths. And I plan on keeping a lot of them. But they still actually were beginning to crush each other. It was too much growth. There is no animal grazing there, so there is nothing to keep them in check, and they make these huge knots in the ground, and it doesn't do nature any favor in the long run. I've been guessing that this garden has been pretty much left on its own for at least 10 years. And the lady who was living there at the time was very elderly. So I don't know how much she could keep up with. I don't know if she had any help. But for sure, 10 years ago when she left, nobody took care of his garden. And that is too long because it's not accessible to deer. So there was nothing to keep anything in check. The brambles were pulling down trees, large trees. They will climb over anything. So here we are trying to see the edge of that part of the wall, trying to find it. We never did. Too many brambles. It was taking way too long. And by that time, we knew we did not even have 2 weeks left in France. We needed to be fast and choose very carefully what we were going to do. So here is a little walk in this part of the garden to show you the progress that was made. At least we could walk all the way to the other side of the garden, from one side to the other. Well, not quite completely, but almost. The compost piles were huge already. And I continued to clear up this part here, so I expanded around the potager that I had done, the tiny little potager. And I tried to expand, and I planted a lot of flowering plants that would be useful for wildlife, a lot of them native to the area. And I knew I was going to come back in the fall and I would be by myself. But I had an artisan coming because the garden gate did not close at all. And we really needed a gate that was functional. We knew that some kids, older kids, would come into the garden, which, did not bother me that much, but there were signs of a fire that they had been building, and it was in the shed, so that was not a good situation. But in any case, the door was falling over completely. So I had received a quote for a new garden gate, and so here we are trying to clear around the garden gate. There is a huge wild rose that encompasses from one side of the wall to the other and beyond. And we needed to clear some headspace for the artisan coming to install the gate. And right about this minute, everybody is waiting for me. I need to go back to the garden. We are still working on it as much as ever. But you will be very surprised, I think, to see the progress that has been made in a year. In the meantime, I will continue to put up videos of the end of July and also the time in autumn and winter that I spent there, where I kept on working. And I will leave you with kittens, antics, and fireworks. Thank you very, very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like. And I will talk to you next week.